Tuesday, sunny and cool, getting hot though, even though it's the first week of football. It's a Tuesday morning, not afternoon. Last Friday was the 14th anniversary of our first show together, Dustin. And all these years later, we're doing it in a different venue.
How can I forget? August 29th, 2011,
Yeah.
we began our journey together, and
Yes.
here we are in 2025. We're still doing it. And what are the odds that on this date I'm in New York City, where you were born and raised, and you are in Cleveland, Ohio?
Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? The reversal there. You're, of course, there for the U.S. Open. My mom, who's a huge tennis fan like you are, is very jealous. She would love to be going. She's not feeling great, but she's doing okay. But she was excited for you that you're able to go to the U.S. Open, which is obviously one of the biggest events in New York every year, and certainly in the tennis world. I guess Wimbledon's probably number one, right? Is Wimbledon one, then U.S. Open two?
I would say, well, number one, I've never been to Wimbledon.
Yeah.
And I have no idea.
Go at some point, by the way.
No, I'm trying to go next year, actually.
Yeah.
But this event is, I don't know, it's something about New York City and having it here. And I don't know. I'm guessing that Wimbledon's not quite as, I don't know, like it's hard to get to. You know what I mean? It's kind of in the middle of nowhere in London there, and as opposed to like here, you're in the middle of the city, dude. Like there's so many people that go to this thing, and I don't know. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I don't love crowds, by the way.
know.
So it's not like my favorite thing to do, but I do love the tennis, and there's so many opportunities to see such good tennis. And it's not like yesterday, for example, we went to these, the night matches, which were awesome. Well, not awesome matches, but it was awesome to be there.
Yeah.
Because they were blowouts. But like you can check out some of these other matches on the outer courts. I mean, the two guys, Tracy and Cash from Ohio State, they won the national championship for the Buckeyes 2 years ago. Now they're playing doubles on the pro circuit.
Cool. Yeah.
And they had a huge upset win yesterday, but they were playing on grandstand, so we actually got to catch some of that.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's just a cool event. This is my second time that I've been here, and my wife and I, we love it. We come up here, and probably going to do this every year.
That's awesome. And for those who may not know, I'm sure if you're watching this, you may know, you may not know, but we take tennis very seriously here at Bet Rivers.
We do.
And Betting Weekly Tennis is on live Monday to Wednesday and at 1 p.m. Eastern. So Dustin's on there. And some of the other guys, I know Nigel Seeley,
I met Nigel.
who runs our Betting Weekly channel. He was in town, so you met him. That was cool.
We did, and we did a 2-minute video before the match, the Alcaraz match, and we hit our bet, our pick, our combined pick. We won. So, hey, we're making people some money on Betting Weekly live tennis.
That's right. And we're going to get to the Browns Bengals in just a minute, but a couple other quickies before we go. First of all, Serena. I didn't realize Serena was playing doubles.
Venus is.
Oh, Venus is playing, not Serena. Okay.
Yeah, her older sister.
How old is she?
45, 46.
Wow. Who's she playing with?
She advanced. She's playing with Leylah Fernandez, who is a younger player. She's from Canada.
Yeah.
Our boy Z knows her.
Yeah.
And they advanced to the quarterfinals, dude.
Oh, nice.
It's remarkable. It's the first time that Venus has made the quarterfinals at a Grand Slam in doubles since 2016, dude. It's been 9 years.
That's awesome.
Since she's been this far in a major. So I mean, this is really her last hurrah. So it's pretty cool, and it's pretty special. She's playing tomorrow against Townsend, who was just a great story too.
Yeah.
Another American girl who just lost yesterday. But anyway, it's cool. It's a cool story for Venus, and happy to see her, and to see people in their 40s playing good tennis, man.
And one other gambling related note before we get specifically to the Browns. How about Lee Corso going
Every
5
pick.
for 5
pick
in his final game? That's wild.
Dude, they said $100 parlay would have paid out like 11 grand.
Damn. Well, good for him. All right. Well, we'll get to some college football at the end. We'll talk about the Buckeyes' big win over Texas to start the season. But this is the NFL week. Here we go. First week of the NFL in about, 60 hours. We'll have the Thursday night kickoff. And then, of course, Sunday, the Browns play their first game at home against the Bengals. You see right on the screen there, Bengals a 5.5-point favorite. The over-under is 47.5. I'll tell you right off the bat, and I was texting with Zach Jackson, who's going to be on with me on Thursday, and nothing's ever a short thing, especially in the first week. But the over feels pretty good right now. I mean, you got to be leaning over in this game, even though the Browns' offense is not that good. The Bengals' defense, probably won't be good. And even though the Browns' defense, might be good, the Bengals' offense could be probably the best offense in football. So that leads me to believe there's going to be a lot of points scored in this game. Do you think the over is a lock, or is it too good to be true?
What's the exact total again? You have it
47 and a half.
47.5. Yeah, man, it's a high total for
It
NFL,
is.
man.
Yep.
I mean, it's funny because I'm used to college, football as well.
Yeah.
And like 47 for a college game is kind of low. You know what I mean?
Right,
On the
yeah.
lower side, but like for the NFL, that's a big number because
It
man,
is.
it's just a couple of punts, man, or a couple of drives that just end up with no points. It's like all of a sudden it's a grind to get to that number of 47.
Yeah, you need 7
I would say
touchdowns.
yeah, I mean, you're probably right. I think it's that makes sense, but you have to wonder, what sort of hiccups will these guys have in week one? I mean, is it going to look perfect? Probably not. There'll be penalties. There'll be things that, can make a drive not continue, so to
Yeah.
speak. It'll stall out. I don't know. I if I had a lean gun to my head, I'm with you on that over because I've not been that impressed with the Browns defense to this point. And I don't know. The Bengals have a great offense. I guess the question would be, you think the Browns are going to score?
I do because, listen, the Bengals defense was the worst in football last year. Now, they were a little better down the stretch of the season. Instead of being a 0, they were like a 2 out of 10.
Okay.
And for the Bengals to win a lot of games, they don't need their defense to be great. They just need their defense to be serviceable, I think, with the offensive firepower they have. But if you throw in the fact that the game's on the road and or it's at home for the Browns, if you throw in the fact that the Bengals have, for whatever reason, since they've had Joe Burrow, have not gotten off to a good start. They've played some ugly games early in the season. They've started 0-2 at least 3 years in a row, might be 4. Leads me to, and the Browns have the Bengals have kind of played better against them lately. I think the Bengals have won 3 in a row in the head-to-head. I should know that off the top of my head right now. But overall, the Browns have played the Bengals much better than you would have thought during the Joe Burrow's time in Cincinnati. The Browns have played him overall pretty well. Yeah, the Bengals have won 3 in a row and 4 of 5 after the Browns had won 5 in a row. So I don't know. I mean, listen, last year in Cleveland in October, the Bengals won 21-14. Both games were low scoring. 30
And
points combined.
Sorry, go
30 and 35 were the totals from last year. In fact, this game hasn't gone over 47.5 since the Browns beat the Bengals 41-16 in November of 21. So maybe I'm wrong. We'll see.
Well, yeah, we'll find out. I mean, I look back to 2023. The Browns played the Bengals in the opener.
Yep.
Remember that game?
Yes.
And that was a game that the Bengals stunk offensively. It was 24-3. The Browns won that game.
Yeah. Yeah, it was this. What's crazy is this is the first time that Joe Burrow played in the preseason ever. Isn't that
He
crazy?
wanted to play, and he was healthy.
Yeah.
Healthy enough to play. Yeah.
Well, 2020 was COVID, which was his rookie year. Then he got hurt at the end of 2020. Did he hurt his knee? I can't remember. I think he tore his ACL. And so he was hurt going into the 21 season. I can't remember the 22 season. There was something that affected him in that he didn't play in the preseason. Then 23, he had the emergency appendectomy right as training camp was starting.
That's right.
Then last year, at the end of the 23 season, he hurt his wrist, so he still wasn't right at the beginning of last year. Yeah, the only year I can't remember is 22. What happened there? But and so he was obviously came into camp for the first time, completely healthy, and I think the Bengals are saying like, hey, we have sucked at the beginning of the year. We cannot keep starting this way, and it's cost them. They finished 9-8 the last 2 years, a game out of the playoffs. Will that matter? I don't know. We'll see. But I do feel like the Bengals defense is not very good. I think people made too much of the preseason. They're changing what they're doing with a new DC this year, and so they didn't want to show anything. But I look at the talent on the Bengals defense; it's not very strong. I look at the Browns defense, and I think it's a little overrated. I think people are overrating the Browns defense, and I think as bad as the Browns offense is, it's got an advantage over the Bengals defense, and the Bengals offense, because of how good it is, has an advantage over the Browns defense, and that's why I ultimately see a lot of points being scored. But guess we'll find out.
Who knows, man? It's week one. I
Yeah.
think it's always going to be interesting to see to have a divisional rival game to open the season. It it could make things a little bit dicier. You know what I mean? Like these teams should know each other very well.
Yep.
They do know each other very well. I don't know. It's be like Ohio State playing Michigan week one. You know what I mean? Like it's you start off the season with a bang and
Yep.
with that rivalry, and a lot of times rivalry games end up you pucker up a little bit more, and maybe you don't let it loose as much as you would against some other opponent. I don't know.
Possible.
I,
Yeah.
I I'm fascinated by this game. I do like the points. I would say with 5.5 points is the spread.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, home dog week one rivalry game. I'd probably take the points.
Yeah. I don't
I don't
disagree with
feel I
that.
don't feel great about the Browns winning the game, but I think it'll be. I think it can be close enough to the Browns to cover that 5.5.
Yes, I'm kind of leaning that way too. I was kind of leaning towards a over and the Browns plus the points. I think the Bengals are going to win a close one. Is my lean right now, but
Put
I
it
guess
this
we'll
way,
see how the week
I just
goes.
I think Adam, I think if it goes over, it's going to be a Bengals blowout.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Maybe I'm.
I just don't know the
Yeah,
Brown. You think the Browns can score? If you think the Browns can cover,
yeah,
okay, and it's going to go over,
yeah.
are the Browns scoring 24?
I think they could. I'm
Okay.
probably crazy, but I think they could. I think for the first game of the year, Joe Flacco's going to have a little. He's got something in the tank for a couple of games. I think, and then it'll wear out. But for a couple of games, he'll turn the ball over
Oh, there's no
probably,
doubt. There's no doubt.
but he'll make some big throws on a Bengals secondary that's got a lot of question marks. And the question is, how do you take advantage of it? Obviously Jerry Jeudy, David Njoku has great chemistry with Flacco. And I think Harold Fannon's going to play a role in this game too. I think they're going to use him. Maybe I'm being too optimistic on it, but I think they're going to use him in a variety of ways to get him the ball because he is
He's
dangerous with the
special.
ball. Yeah. They don't have great talent at wide receiver, so you got to use some of these other guys. If that means making your tight ends the second and third option in the passing game, well, so be it. If that's where you have better players.
Well, we know that Joe Flacco loves David Njoku,
Yeah,
and those two have developed sort of a special bond since he was here the last time. So,
yeah,
yeah, I think that I would not be surprised if Njoku, Harold Fannin, and some of these other guys end up having a bigger role for this team because of the lack of depth at wide receiver. There's just not a lot of talent at that position, and and we don't really have a great running attack right now that we feel good about. I
no,
mean, is Dylan Sampson going to be the bell cow?
I don't think so. I think he's going to split carries with Jerome Ford.
I know. That's my
Yeah,
point. It's like
yeah,
Jerome Ford to me is a third down back. And now you're asking him to kind of be like a 50-50 guy.
yeah.
Man,
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
Uh,
A lot of question marks, Adam. A
oh
lot of
yeah,
question marks.
yes. More questions than answers. Certainly, right now, Browns are the biggest underdog to win their division in the entire league. They are plus. We have them this morning at Bet Rivers at plus 3,000 to win the AFC North. The other divisions, the last place team, the Jets are plus 1,600. The Titans are plus 800. The Raiders are plus 2,000. The Giants are plus 2,000. The Bears are plus 600. The Saints are plus 1,300. And the Seahawks are plus 550. So the combination of the quality of the division and the thoughts about the Browns make them the least likely team to win their division. Do you agree with that? You think that's? I mean, you look at some of these other teams. I mean, the Saints are really bad, but that division's not that good, so that's why they're not as big an underdog.
Mm, I mean, minus 230 is not like you're not laying 1,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's probably right, but I wouldn't take that bet because you're number one, you're betting on your team to be the worst,
Yeah.
which is really just a tough bet to, I don't know, deal with
Yeah.
from a mental health standpoint. And then you never know. Like Flacco could all of a sudden have he could have just a really good month or two or 6 weeks like he did
Yeah.
the first time. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden they're not the worst. Or who knows? What if Joe Burrow got hurt against the
Of
Browns?
course, anything could happen. I'm
You know,
so speaking of which, I'm finally, I think I told you a couple of weeks ago, I'm finally going to go to Cincinnati to watch the Bengals, right? So
finally.
Aaron and I have plans to go I think it's the first weekend in November because the Browns are on whatever the weekend the Browns are on a bye, the Bengals play the Bears. So we're going to go, but I'm not buying the tickets till that week because like if Burrow gets hurt, I'm not, I'm not going. Season's over. He
Dude,
gets
the
hurt.
way it goes now, I mean, buy the tickets day before the game, or the
Yeah,
Thursday before the game. You figure it out. I
absolutely.
mean, we came here to the U.S. Open and didn't have tickets until
Right.
the day before.
Yeah.
You
And
know
you
what I
get some
mean?
good
I mean,
deals
yeah.
late in the last minute too.
Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I mean,
Yeah, it depends.
it can go both ways.
That's
But for
true.
it's a 3 hour drive. What are you doing to
I
your
know.
team?
It's crazy. So we're going to go to that game. Well, it is in my defense. I need to be here for the Browns games.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm doing
no,
shows and
I
yeah.
understand. I
So that's
understand,
been
and
part of the reason. But I should have got.
that's good.
I've had chances in
Yeah,
the
there's
past.
Monday night games, there's Thursday
Yeah,
night games that you
yeah,
could have got to. And
that's true.
look, it's cool that you're taking your son because that's,
Yeah,
that'll be
he's more
special.
into it now.
Just you and him gonna go?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool. Dude, so this weekend, I didn't tell you this, but like
yeah.
I'm calling the Tennessee game this weekend
Oh,
in
nice.
Knoxville,
Yeah.
and I'm taking Tatum with me, my son.
Oh, that's cool. Have you done a game there yet?
I did their spring game last year, but
Yeah.
there was no fans because they were
Right.
renovating the stadium.
That seems like a really
So
cool stadium to do a game in.
it sold out. It's their home opener.
Oh, who they playing?
ETSU, baby.
Is it going to be ugly?
FCS, probably ugly, yeah.
Yeah.
Although it's kind of funny, ETSU has a transfer quarterback that you may remember by the name of Cade McNamara, excuse me, Cade McNamara,
It
who
does
was at
sound familiar.
Michigan. He was starter at Michigan
Oh,
for a
yeah, I
minute,
remember that
and
guy.
then
Yeah.
and then went to Iowa, started for
Yeah.
them, and then got benched or whatever, and now he's at ETSU playing 1AA.
Okay. I feel like these guys play
So
forever, some of these guys. Now.
It's unbelievable.
All right, let's get some comments from the fans. Nathan says, good morning. Good morning, Nathan.
Morning, good morning, good morning.
Let's see. Nate. Okay, so Sizzle. Remember, he asked us about the baby shower and the wedding on the same day.
Yes.
He says he ended up having like 20 other guys at the baby shower, all watching the game. It was actually a great time. All right, so it worked out.
Okay.
All the guys ignored the baby and the presents because you didn't give a rat's patootie, and then you watched the game. Good job.
Turned it into a watch party.
That's
Love
right.
it.
We'll talk more about the Buckeyes in a minute. Let's see. Kevin, I was excited to go to the game on Sunday. Now I can't because some other commitments. Hopefully I can offload the tickets. All right. Everybody reach out to Kevin S1615 in the YouTube chat. You can get tickets. Tommy Pinkston, the Bengals have no defense and no O-line. So we don't know. I'm not sure about the Bengals defense yet. It's probably not going to be good. The whole O-line thing, I can't believe people still bring this up. Joe Burrow has never had a good offensive line. Never.
No.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, he's going to take some sacks. And ultimately, you could say it did cost him the Super Bowl because he got sacked by Aaron Donald. Now, that's Aaron Donald on that last play. And if he had another half a second, maybe it's Chase for the game-winning touchdown. We'll never know. I just got to live with that bitter pill. But the Bengals' offensive line is really only big. They have question marks at guards. They're starting a rookie third-rounder at left guard. And at right guard, they were going to go with another rookie, but they signed a veteran, Dalton Reisner, who's been a starter in this league and has been a solid player in this league for a number of years. I don't know if he's playing week one. They signed him about a week ago. I don't know. If he plays, I feel pretty good about their offensive line. I get you starting a rookie. Their left tackle's good. Their right tackle's good. Their center's good. That's really, I think it's overblown. And Joe's going to take his hits because he holds the ball. That's just the way he plays. He's played well with a bad offensive line. Probably contributed to some of the injuries. Who knows? But I think that gets overstated. The defense, there's no doubt that that's a big issue. And I guess starting tomorrow or starting Sunday, we'll find out how big an issue it is. Sam Hill with the Bull and Fox emojis. Nathan says it's too bad our pal Hugh Jackson isn't the coach at Grambling State anymore, as it would be fun to whoop his arse and run up the score at him to further show our disdain for him. Where is Hugh? Is Hugh coaching at all?
He is. I forgot the exact team that he's coaching for. He is currently he's the offensive coordinator at Georgia State, which is a Division I FBS program.
Okay. All right, there you go.
He was the head coach at Grambling for 22 and 23. Went to Georgia State as the assistant GM for 24, and now he's the OC.
There you go. All right, so he's got a gig. I got a couple of tennis questions. Kokorek says, "Hey Dustin, who is your favorite pro tennis player, and who does your game most resemble?"
Ooh, that's a great question. My favorite pro tennis player right now is probably Carlos Alcaraz.
Okay.
And who's my game reflect? I mean, I have to think about that for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a great player. I mean, I think I'm a good recreational player. I think I'm good for my level.
Right.
But I don't know. I got to think about that a little bit more.
All right, and Diesel asks, "Are you a one-hand or two-hand backhand?"
Come on, two-hand.
Oh, I think one hand is for like only the pros do one hand, right? Or no?
One hand's not really taught much anymore. It's a really difficult shot.
Oh, okay.
It's more of a finesse shot. Not a finesse shot, but it's an elegant shot. I mean, it's an old school tennis shot. A lot of the older players used to use it. There's not many players on tour now that still play with it. There's a few that execute it very well, but not many.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Roger Federer had the prettiest.
I feel like when I was a kid, everybody did that, but I guess maybe it was.
Yeah, well, when you were a kid, you were coming up in the 90s, dude.
Yeah.
In the 80s.
Yeah.
No one had a two-handed backhand back then.
Okay. Chiduhu says, "Playing the Browns on all Madden is tough." I would imagine. There's not a lot of talent there. Dude, I played my son in Madden. Like, you know me, I don't ever play video games. And Aaron doesn't play Madden a lot. It's not like the top of his leaderboard on the games he plays. So I was like, all right, I'll play. And so I thought I'd have a chance to beat him because he doesn't play that often, even though I don't ever play. So I got off to a good start. I was up like 21-7, and then he scored like 40 straight points on me.
Dude, terrible. Did he at least let you play with like a better team?
We both had – I was using the Bengals, and he was using the Eagles. So not really. No.
No. In fact, he had a better team.
He had the best team. Yeah. And I was talking trash.
Jalen Hurts is stupid good on that game.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Nathan says, "Just watch. Travis and Taylor will have their bachelor party and bachelorette parties during a Kansas City Chiefs home game, and a bunch of low-grade discount dimwits will tune in to watch." I mean, there's a lot of haters.
What's the word on? There are a lot of haters for them, and I'm actually not. Do you think that they're going to move to Ohio? What's the deal with that? They're looking at some mansions out in Chagrin.
I mean, she travels all the time, so even if they technically live in Ohio,
if they buy a house here, they're going to live here for 10 days a year.
Yeah, right. Like, I mean, I got to think he's going to retire at the end of this year.
What does he have to? He has nothing more to prove.
No, and I mean, how much money does she make? She got to be one of the richest celebrities ever.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't think she makes as much. I don't think she makes as much as you would think, because the record companies and the tour and all these people like get their cut.
Yeah, but
I mean, she's definitely probably
billions of dollars. I think.
I don't think billions, Adam.
No?
I think she's probably maybe close to $1 billion. Let's find out her net worth. Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Net worth celebrities.
1.3 bill.
Yeah.
Or 1.6 bill, actually.
Is she number one on the list?
She's the wealthiest female musician.
Okay.
She's not the wealthiest singer. Jay-Z is the wealthiest music artist in the world with $2.5 billion.
Damn. Michael Jordan's still making crazy money too.
Michael Jordan is I mean, he makes money. He makes billions of dollars off of his brand.
Yeah,
That. Do you think that our kids will wear Jordans?
probably.
I just don't know that there's ever going to be an iconic brand
No.
quite like Jordan. There's nothing even close.
I'm looking at this list of celebrities that made over $1 billion last year,
Yeah.
and only two of them are under 40. One is Taylor Swift. The other, I'll give you a clue. It's also a female, also a singer. Want to guess who it is?
No. No. Go ahead. Madonna. I don't know.
No, under 40. She ain't under
Oh,
40.
under 40. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Under 40. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Who else is? I don't know. Tell me.
Rihanna.
Never would have got that.
Yeah. Those are Rihanna and Taylor Swift, the only celebrities under
What's
40.
what's Rihanna's net worth?
1.4 billion.
Holy shit, man.
And Taylor's 1.6. Kim Kardashian 1.7. Well, she's over 40.
And she can't sing.
Yeah. Steven Spielberg is the biggest, supposedly the highest net worth of any celebrity. 5.3 billion. All right,
Man.
enough getting depressed about other people making money. Let's talk about the Buckeyes here. Great win. I thought it was a great win. I know there's people complaining about the offense today, and the offense obviously wasn't great. But, man, what a performance by the defense. Arch Manning obviously didn't play well, and people are turning that into all these crazy things. But he was lousy in this game, and they had nothing. I mean, Ohio State defense was unbelievable.
I mean, listen, both defenses were really good.
That's true.
In this
Texas
game.
played great defense, too.
I mean, I don't even know how anyone could be critical of Ohio State. And frankly, I mean, everyone's killing Arch Manning today or over the weekend. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, like it's one game, man. He played. You can imagine like going through an off season, a training camp, no preseason games. So the very first game that you've got to play. And by the way, this kid's only played one game of college football. And that was against Louisiana Monroe, talking about Arch Manning.
Yeah.
So you go from playing Louisiana Monroe, the Warhawks, to then going to play the Ohio State Buckeyes, who have I don't know, 8 first-round picks on defense. Like that's a really tough ask on the road, by the way, no less. And so I don't know. I'm not writing Arch Manning off after this one game, and I'm not saying he's not going to be a good prospect. Like there's a lot of like Browns fans I follow that are like, yep. Good thing we're not tanking for Arch. It's like, man, let's like chill out, bro.
He's
like
a victim. He's a victim of the situation.
Yeah.
Because of what's going on with Shedeur Sanders. Frankly, Shedeur Sanders is a victim of the situation too. People making, acting crazy because of his situation, somehow comparing it and using a perceived, or in some cases, a real tear down of Shedeur to tear down Arch Manning. And what's been done to both of these guys is completely unfair. Did Arch Manning look like a special player in this game? No, he did not. But does that mean he can't be a special player, or that he's ultimately will be? Who knows? Of course he could be. It's, as you said, it's one game against a team I'm guessing is going to be the best defense in college football, at the very least top 3, right? I mean, I can't imagine there's going to be a better defense than this Buckeyes defense.
This Ohio State team, just the team in general, will be in the semifinals or in the national championship. I'd be shocked if they're not.
That is correct.
So, like, what are we talking about? If that game were a playoff game, you'd be like, man, it was, and 2 great defenses really going at it.
Yeah.
And like Julian Sayin didn't have an amazing game. He had a couple amazing plays. He did enough. I mean, you see the numbers right there: 13 and 20 for 126 with the 1 touchdown to Tate. And I don't know. I just thought overall, you take that win, like who cares about the score or how the game was played? Like you really do. And by the way, Texas is 2 plays away from winning that game. They had a 4th and goal at the 1. They were stopped at the goal line. Okay, they get that score. It's a tie game. And then late they had the ball inside the 10, 4th and whatever it was to go. or inside the 20 was, and they didn't convert the first down. Like, so there's 2 drives just right there. They could have been 21-14.
Yeah. And
So I don't know.
again, it's too early to make snapping judgments about a team. The defenses were way ahead of the offenses. I thought both offenses played a little conservatively, but I think part of that was because both defenses were really good and really talented.
Want to say this much, Adam?
Yeah.
Matt Patricia.
Yeah, kudos to him and his pencil in the air. I mean, he did a
Love
nice
it.
job. He had a great game plan.
Love it, man.
He had a great game plan in this one.
He did.
The crowd was into it. It was a fun start to the season. I know your game that you called, Tulane, they were pissed. They wanted to send a message to Northwestern. I saw the coach.
You saw what happened?
Yeah.
It was bullshit.
Tell the folks what happened for the fans who don't know.
So it's 2025. If you remember, 2005 was when Katrina happened. So this was the 20-year anniversary of Katrina. And so obviously Tulane is in downtown New Orleans. And so in 2005, that football team obviously went through hell to try to play their season. These players were like living in these dorms that were like, I mean, almost unlivable. They didn't play any home games. They played all their games were either on the road. They would play, a game wherever, like Louisiana Monroe,
right.
LSU,
Yeah.
like wherever they would play. And the program almost disbanded and never came back. But they fought through the adversity, and then here we are 20 years later. The program is now in such a great place. But they were honoring that team, the 05 team. So they wore these helmets without decals. And they wanted to wear, because that season the team wore white uniforms. They were limited with what they had, you know what I mean? So they wanted to wear the white uniforms in this game to honor those guys on the 05 team. Well, the NCAA rules state that the road team wears white unless both teams agree upon wearing, alternate colors or whatever. The road team could wear dark colors, home team could wear white. It's one of those deals where it has to be agreed upon. And Tulane had reached out to Northwestern. Again, this is Tulane's side of the story. I don't believe that Coach Summerall would make this up or lie about this. So I'm going to take it for what it's worth. And he said they asked to wear the white, and the Northwestern said no.
What were they?
So
assuming there's no other part of the story, what the hell were they thinking?
No idea. No idea. It seems like so unreasonable that there had to be some sort of a miscommunication here. But either way, Tulane used it as motivation. They smacked the crap out of Northwestern, 23-3. They could have named the score. They could have scored another couple of touchdowns if they wanted to.
Yeah.
But that was pretty crazy, man.
Yeah. Well. All right, good for them. Good for that wave rolled all over Northwestern.
And by the way, Tulane's a team that I would not be surprised if they're in the playoffs this year.
Really, that good, huh?
Well, I mean, there is a group of 5 team that gets into the playoffs. You know that, so
right? Highest ranked group of 5.
Last year was Boise State.
Right, that's true.
Well, this year I think that, and again, this is whatever, but according to the FPI that ESPN does, the analytics rankings.
Yeah.
Tulane's got a 25% chance to make the playoff.
Interesting.
Which is pretty high.
By the way, is the U back? And is that good for college football if they are?
Oh, well, number one, it's good for college football that the U played really well this weekend with a big upset win. Maybe not a huge upset win. They were 3-point dogs over Notre Dame. And then Florida State.
They kicked
Florida
ass.
State got the win over Bama. So I think it's good for college football that Florida State and Miami can both be back on the landscape, on the map, so to speak. And they made that move. I think it was back in whatever it was when there was the whole Big East. Remember the whole Big East?
Yeah,
it was basically for basketball. Well, then they moved to the ACC, Miami and Florida State, together, and they thought that there would be this huge rivalry, and they really haven't been good since 03. The last time that Miami and Florida State had in football had 10-win seasons together combined, like, both teams won 10 games or more, 03. Damn. 22 years. I mean, that's back when I was playing. So it would be very cool to see the Seminoles and the Hurricanes kind of turn the page here and start to get back on the map.
For those looking for Guardians talk, there's not much to talk about right now. They're basically out of it. But Zach and I will do an Ultimate Guardian show tomorrow at 9. I do want to let you know, all of you out there, that I expect you to join me in the Beat the Bull contest. We are doing a survivor pool where you, the football fan, will have a chance to beat me. I don't think you can do it. I think I'm going to kick all your asses. But you never know. Crazier things
I
have
don't know,
happened.
Adam. You had an unbelievable, uncharacteristically amazing year last year with your selections.
Uncharacteristic.
So
I kick your
like
ass every
so
year.
Good, so good.
Yeah.
That I don't know that you can back it up. I don't know that you can back it up.
Well, we'll see.
In back-to-back years.
Guys, put that link back up there if you could, because I want everybody to see this link. For all of you that are in the chat right now, click on the link, and you can compete against me in this pool. I'm very excited about this. I still haven't decided who I'm picking in week 1 of this Survivor contest. You don't want to waste a good team in the first week, but you got to be careful, and weird things happen in week 1. So there you go, the Bullpen Survivor. There's the website. You can do the QR code there. Sign up right now. Right now. Dog Chomp says Bull will be out after week 1. I'm not going to be out after week 1. Are you going to join the pool, Dustin? We got to get you in there too.
So if you guys want me to, I will do it.
Yeah, you should do it.
But
you should do it.
This is a lot easier than me having to set a fantasy lineup. So I could do this.
That's true. Much easier. Also,
I can do this. And
go ahead. No, go.
Done.
All right, everybody. Also, get extra value this summer with prop packs exclusively at Bet Rivers. Opt into the prop packs promotion for your chance to earn profit boost, bonus credits, and more when you place MLB same-game parlays. See the Bet River app for full details and tear into the action. All right, that's going to do it. Make sure you join the Survivor pool and compete against me. First game is Thursday. We'll get our picks in soon. All right, we will be back next Tuesday. Again, we'll continue to be on a Tuesday. We got a new show coming out. All right?
Yes, we do.
Every Friday at 5 p.m. We don't have a name for this new show yet, but we're going to give you some advice on who to take in the Sunday games. It'll be me, Dustin, and Doug Kazarian. Doug does Betting Weekly Hardball and Betting Weekly Fast Break. I do Betting Weekly Hardball with him sometimes. He's a known gambling aficionado back in the day from ESPN. So the three of us will be on every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll be picking games, giving you props, things we like for this weekend, for the weekend's NFL action. So more details coming up. We'll let you know about it. So Dustin, I will see you tomorrow in UCSS. I'll see you Friday on this show. We got a lot going on. So until then, thanks to Z and Max for producing. We'll talk to you next time in the bullpen. Bull and Fox, brought to you by Bet Rivers. See you, everybody.
Later.